So, I'm doing a juice cleanse, and I kind of need your help. How do I juice a Mars bar?
The Daily Milkman, on your preferred podcast platform and at dailymilkman.com.
You got it. Delivering everything you need to know to start your day in less time than it takes most people to drive to work. It's the Milkman, John Milky, for Friday, the 10th of January, 2025, which, according to our Today Is Holiday calendar, makes today Houseplant Appreciation Day, Oysters Rockefeller Day, Save the Eagles Day, Cut Your Energy Costs Day, and Bittersweet Chocolate Day.
The Daily Milkman. Headlines.
The historic Rideau Canal in Ottawa opens for skating this weekend, the earliest opening of the world's longest skating rink since December 2018. A 3.6-kilometer section of the Rideau Canal Skateway between Somerset Street and Bank Street will open at 8 a.m. on Saturday. The BC Supreme Court certified a class action lawsuit Tuesday that accuses Home Depot of asking for customers' emails to send an electronic receipt and then giving that list of emails to a third party. The third party in question, Facebook's parent company, Meta. Major Canadian sustainable fashion brand Frank & Oak has filed for creditor protection for the second time and is seeking relief from significant debt. $71 million. Meanwhile, women's apparel company Comac Holdings says it will close all stores under its Ricki's and Cleo banners as it files for creditor protection. A note on Cleo's website says that they will also not be able to redeem loyalty points nor give you any. And yesterday, we reported that 60 students at University of Guelph were sick with a virus. Well, that number has now jumped to 150. The medical officer of health says those are just the cases they know about. There are most likely more. 69 days to go until spring. Sunrise today, 7:40 a.m. Sunset today, 4:40 p.m. That equates to 1 minute and 31 seconds of more daylight today than we had yesterday. Here is our weather wonder kid, Finn, with your Friday forecast.
Hi, I'm Finn, and you're listening to Finn's Friday Forecast. This Friday morning is really sunny with a temperature of minus 13. In the afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds and a high of minus 7. At night, a low of minus 12 with scattered flurries. Saturday, you may expect some light snow with a high of minus 5 degrees. Saturday night is partly cloudy with a low of minus 12. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, a high of minus 5. In the evening and Sunday night, some scattered flurries and a low of minus 8. You can find my 5-day forecast on dailymilkman.com. Join me again on Monday for another Finn's Forecast. See ya!
The Daily Milkman. Sports.
NFL wildcard weekend Saturday sees two games, 4:30 the Chargers and the Texans, and 8 o'clock the Steelers and the Ravens. Sunday, Broncos and Bills, go Bills, Packers and Eagles at 4:30, and the Commanders taking on the Bucs, go Bucs, at 8. Monday's game, the Vikings and the Rams, will actually be played in Glendale, Arizona, the NFL announced yesterday due to the wildfires in Los Angeles. In the PWHL, tomorrow Boston visits Ottawa, Toronto is in New York, and Montreal is in Minnesota. In the NHL, Friday, Vancouver and Carolina go at it. Montreal taking on Washington. It's Chicago and Detroit, Los Angeles and Winnipeg, San Jose and Utah. And hockey night in Canada Saturday. The Sens and the Penguins, Edmonton and Chicago. Colorado takes on Winnipeg. It's Dallas and Montreal, and Vancouver in Toronto. In the OHL, Oshawa is at Ottawa, Guelph at Flint, Saginaw at Erie, Brampton visits Kitchener, Windsor's in London, Niagara at Sudbury, Owen Sound at Sarnia, Kingston at Sault Ste. Marie. In the NBA, the Raptors take on the Pistons tomorrow. And some CFL news, former Ottawa Red Blacks head coach Rick Campbell is back in the nation's capital as the special teams coordinator.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by McCarthy Automotive, 1150 Heron Road. Vehicle repair and maintenance, fleet vehicles too. McCarthyAutomotive.ca.
Milkman.
Milkman!
The milkman cometh.
The milkman.
Oh, look, here comes the milkman.
Milk! 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 Milk!
Milkman extraordinaire.
The milkman.
On yesterday's show, we had a story that claimed 70% of people always carry a spare pair of underwear. So, on Spotify, we posted a survey. Do you? Responses so far? 100% Do not. Some of your thoughts about the Daily Milkman so far, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Terry says, this is a great way to start the day. Anne Marie says, makes my commute way more enjoyable. And Lisa says, honestly, I love it. No more BS having to wait through hours of music and ads just to get to your daily news. I love how you have the ads, and they are the perfect length, not too long that you dread listening to them. A reminder, your thoughts on the show are welcome anytime. You know somebody who's celebrating a birthday, want to do a shout out? The Bovine Hotline. Text or voicemail 24/7 at 1-866-308-3838.
It's the Daily Milkman.
Today in history for January 10th. Was on this day in 1920, World War I officially ended. On this day in 1949, vinyl records were sold for the first time in North America. PBS, America's public broadcasting service, launched this day in 1967. It was today in 1994 when Lorena Bobbitt went on trial for cutting off her husband's. And on this day in 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, announced they were stepping back as senior royals and would work towards becoming financially independent. How's that going?
The Daily Milkman. Quickies.
Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood performed at late President Jimmy Carter's funeral yesterday. Jamie Lee Curtis, despite losing her own home to the wildfires, has donated $1 million to the Southern California fire relief efforts. According to a new survey, 41% of companies worldwide say they plan to reduce their workforce by the year 2030 due to artificial intelligence. An international team of scientists announced yesterday that they have successfully drilled one of the oldest ice cores yet, penetrating nearly 2 miles to Antarctic bedrock to reach ice that they say is at least 1.2 million years old. The first evidence of wine being made has been discovered at 2 archaeological sites in the country of Georgia, where they found residue on large earthenware containers that date back to 5,980 BC. And if you're heading to Florida, watch out for falling iguanas. With the temperatures dipping below the mid-40s, iguanas go into dormant state and sometimes actually fall out of the trees. But they are okay. Hey, Lotto Max for tonight, estimated jackpot $40 million. And for the 649 tomorrow, $5 million in the Classic and $16 million in the Gold Ball.
Fun facts. Let's learn something new.
3 random facts. For fun, let's see if the first answer you come up with happens to be the answer I've got here.
Fun fact.
12% of adults do not have one of these. That would be a credit card.
Fun fact for you.
75% of women get suspicious when their man does this. Sends her flowers.
Fun fact.
And families will send each other more than 10,000 text messages each and every year. What do you suppose is the number one subject of those texts? Yep, what to eat.
Fun facts.
Because no matter how bad your day has been so far, or could get, this is just a little reminder that it could always be worse. Your daily duh. Today, a story from Maryville, Tennessee, where 2 women faced police scrutiny after attempting to use a counterfeit bill at a Dollar General store to purchase gift cards. One of the women claimed she received the bill in the mail from an unidentified church. The other woman stated she was completely unaware of the fake bill and was merely there accompanying her friend. Staff at the Dollar General, by the way, were quick to identify the bill as being fake since it was in the amount of $1 million. Your daily duh.
It's somebody's birthday today.
Celebrities with birthdays on this Friday, the 10th of January. Daddy Mac of Criss Cross. He's 46. At that age, be careful when you jump. Sean Colvin, remember Sonny Came Home? She's 69. Pat Benatar is 72. George Foreman, great boxer, and of course he gave us that grill. He's 76. And happy birthday to Rod Stewart. He turns the big 8-0 today. Happy birthday from your Daily Milkman.
This is your birthday song. It is a very long way.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by Devotion Dance Studio, 100 Castle Frank Road. Jazz, burlesque, hip-hop, plus low mobility dance classes too. DevotionDance.ca.
The Daily Milkman. What you watching?
Lot of football on TV this weekend, but tonight, new Happy's Place, new Lopez versus Lopez. And if you missed this week's debut of Shifting Gears with Tim Allen and Kat Denning, rerun tonight. Also, the season premiere on Disney Plus of Goosebumps. NFL wildcard games Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday. Also on Sunday, the 2025 Critics' Choice Awards. That is what you're watching for the weekend.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Who is he?
So who is he? Who is he?
He's the milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman. Yes, the evil milkman.
Today in hit music history, this day in 1964, the Beatles' first album in North America, Introducing the Beatles, was released. Elvis Presley made his first recordings for RCA Records this day in 1956. Heartbreak Hotel, one of the songs he recorded during that session. The Sex Pistols made their U.S. TV debut on the show Variety this day in 1978. In the year 2000, on this day, Melissa Etheridge announced that David Crosby was the sperm donor for her 2 children with girlfriend Julie Cypher. Today in 2003, a haul of 500 Beatles tapes, known as the Get Back Sessions and stolen in the 1970s, were found after British police cracked a major bootleg operation in London and Amsterdam. Today in hit music history, 2009, Black Eyed Peas singer Fergie married actor Josh Duhamel. And finally, on this day in 2016, David Bowie passed away from liver cancer in his New York City home just 2 days after releasing the album Black Star on his 69th birthday.
The Daily Milkman. Celebrity stuff.
His hit Lose Control was crowned Billboard's year-end 2024 Hot 100 Song of the Year. Today, even better news for Teddy Swims. He and his partner, fellow musician Rach Wright, have announced they are expecting their first child. Kylie Kelsey, who is currently pregnant with her and her husband Jason Kelsey's 4th daughter, says there are some rules if you want to talk to her. On her podcast Thursday, she said there's one thing she's sick of hearing from people. Are you going to try again for a boy? She warns, if you ask me that, you might get drop-kicked. Why did Tom Holland create a non-alcoholic beer brand? Well, quite simply, he was craving a product that helped him feel included. The actor's non-alcoholic beer brand is called Beero. It is available at Target stores across the USA. And finally, Kelly Clarkson's son Remy had a hilarious comment for his mom after he went viral for showing off his singing voice. The world was treated to the 8-year-old's powerhouse vocals in November, singing Frank Sinatra's My Way. When he was told the video got more than 1 million views, he turned to Mom and said, "Do you get that many?" Your Friday celebrity stuff.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by Equilibrium Law. Just advocacy. It's what they do. EquilibriumLaw.com.
The Daily Milkman. Facebook funnies.
By the way, if you and I are not already friends on Facebook, you are more than welcome to send me a friend request. You are looking for Milkman Show, and I'd love to be your friend because that way I can help myself to your content. For our daily Facebook funnies, here are some right now. Actual status updates I found on Facebook. I hate when people accuse me of lollygagging, when clearly I'm dilly-dallying. If rolling your eyes burn calories, Facebook would be my gym. Facebook isn't so bad once you block your family and friends. Yeah. Facebook funnies. I hate spelling errors so much. You mix up 2 letters and your whole post is urine. And finally, this Facebook funny. If I notice an unfinished jigsaw puzzle at someone's house, I always take a piece home with me. You brat.
It's the milkman. Come on and open the door. It's the milkman.
Time to dive into the real fun stuff. Today's utter news. In Vietnam, they are now paying people to report bad drivers. So here's the deal. You see somebody who's texting and driving, or maybe running a red light, well, you can report them and get yourself 10% of whatever their fine is, up to $200. A man who goes by stoned_Titan on X lost a fantasy football bet. His punishment? He had to stay at Jason Aldean's kitchen and rooftop bar in Nashville from open till close, but he was allowed to knock off time by drinking. The The rules were as follows. Drink a beer, knock off 30 minutes. Drink a shot of peppermint schnapps, knock off an hour. No leaving the bar for any reason. Well, he ended up doing 13 shots during his time there and was able to leave around 7 p.m. His bar tab, not including food, was $169. Not bad. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, out of consideration for the many members whose lives have been upended by the Los Angeles fires, have announced the extension of the Oscar nomination voting window, which began at 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning and was to have ended at 5 p.m. on Sunday. Now, members whose ballots are not burned to ashes have until 5 p.m. January 14th to turn them in. And if you're keeping tabs, here are some of the celebrities who have lost their houses in those LA fires. Billy Crystal, Anna Faris, Anthony Hopkins, John Goodman, Kobe Smulders, Mandy Moore, Jeff Bridges, Eugene Levy, Ricki Lake, Adam Brody, and Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom. Meanwhile, a millionaire in Los Angeles has gone viral after he posted a message on X offering to pay private firefighters any amount to protect his luxury home. Well, German customs officials have caught a woman trying to smuggle chocolate bars into Germany from Dubai. Dubai chocolate has become internet famous after a TikToker posted a video of herself eating a bar in 2023. Well, this 33-year-old smuggler had not declared the 460 chocolate bars she had spread out among 3 suitcases as she re-entered the country. Meanwhile, a town in England has denied a permit for a pizza restaurant in their town because, well, the town's children are too fat. Woody's Pizza, which currently operates 2 stores in the area, had applied for permission to open a 3rd, and yes, denied. Well, Dunkin' Donuts in the States have teamed up with Sabrina Carpenter for a new brown sugar shaken espresso drink, and we have a review. An 81-year-old grandmother has gone viral after she tried one. Have a listen.
Hey there, it's Grandma C, and it's Sabrina's brown sugar shaken espresso. So let's try it. Well, it's very coffee flavored. It's okay. Now, her name is Sabrina Carpenter. I will read about her when I go back home, but at least I know now that this drink was named for her. I have no idea why, but we're going to find out.
Hey, any guesses as to who is Billboard's top artist of the 21st century? If you said Taylor Swift, you would be correct. She's followed by Drake at number 2 and Rihanna at number 3. And finally, a New Hampshire mother has put an ad in the local newspaper seeking a girlfriend for her 28-year-old son. She writes, in part, "My dear boy, who is now a young man, is unable to find love. This tall and handsome lad is unique in his time for his genuine character, honesty, and benevolence. Strong, healthy, and fit, he does not drink or smoke any variety. An intellectual homebody of sorts, he also enjoys working outdoors, seasonal activities, and playing with his dogs. At age 28, my responsible and dependable son continues to add to his current savings that can easily secure a comfortable homestead. He has long conveyed his desire to marry a kind-hearted and hard-working woman of similar values for the purpose of raising a family and mutual lifelong devotion, adoration, and happiness. Take a chance, and I will reveal to him this post and your response." Gosh, who needs a wingman when you have Wing Mom?
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by Spin-A-Win Opticians. Funky, stylish frames. For all your eyewear needs, 2515 Bank Street in the Southgate Plaza. SpinAWinOpticians.ca.
It's the Daily Milkman.
Let's get you set for your Friday and for your weekend. Empowerment Coach Susie is here to talk about setting SMART goals.
Clear goals pave the way for growth. Set SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Break big dreams into smaller, more actionable steps. For example, instead of saying, exercise more as your goal, say, exercise 30 minutes 5 times a week. SMART goals provide focus, direction, and a sense of accomplishment. Each milestone reached fuels your confidence. With clear intentions and consistent action, you'll turn aspirations into achievements, proving to yourself that success is within your reach. Goals made simple are goals you'll achieve.
You will find Empowerment Coach Susie at Power Coach Susie on all your favorite social media platforms, and you will also find her on our website, dailymilkman.com.
It's the Daily Milkman.
A chance for you to win right now. We'll call this Figure It Out Friday. Going to give you some lyrics from a song. Tell me artist and song title for your chance to win a $50 gift card from Hometown Sports Grill at 1525 Bank Street in Ottawa. I will draw one name from all the correct responses that I receive before 5 p.m. on Friday. That's today, January 10th. Text your answer plus your name to 1-866-308-3838. His earlobe fell in the deep. Someone reached in and grabbed it. Artist and the title of that song, plus your name, 1-866-308-3838. All right, you're grown before we go for the weekend. Why is New York the opposite of Minnesota? Because New York is where the Big Apple is, and Minnesota is where the mini apple is. That's a stinker. Hey, we are on your preferred podcast platform at 6 a.m. Eastern Time every weekday, and you can find us online as well, dailymilkman.com. Your comments always welcome. Voicemail text to the Bovine Hotline at 1-866-308-3838. Wishing you a wonderful weekend. It's the Milkman, John Milky. Moo for now.